Hey everybody, my name is Moni and welcome to my channel. So on my channel I review all the new that comes out and also sometimes spill the tea. So today we're going to be talking about the new Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation. As we all know, it just released. All the details and the deets of the foundation will be in the description box. Today on my eyes I have the Novena palette which just came out. So this is the packaging that it comes in. I have 3 shades. So I have 4.1, 4.20, and 4.40. So I skipped one shade. Well, one, I wasn't going to buy 4 foundations. That's one. And I skipped one shade because the 4.30 says that it has an undertone of red. And I'm not a red undertone, so it will be a little bit too red for me. So we're going to do swatches today. We're going to sip some tea together and spill some tea and figure out what's really going on. Okay, so I have 3 shades of the foundation. I have 4.1, which is right here, 4.2, and 4.4. I'm holding 4.10, and this is what the packaging looks like. This packaging is so cute and so innovative. It has the little indentation right here where you hold where you squeeze the product out right here, and then you dip your beauty blender in it. And it also has a lock mechanism button right here where you can unlock it so the foundation can come out and then lock it back. So the packaging to this was very smart and unique, very travel friendly. Okay, so we're gonna get into this tea. We're gonna get into all the controversy of what's been going on about this foundation. First, basically it kind of started out with the release of the shades. Whether they looked at it on Trend Move or whether they looked at it on Beauty Blender shade range. So the shade range looked like all the dark foundations was just orange. So Beauty Blender hopped on Trend Move's Instagram page and basically said that she's basically using a weird filter to make the colors look like that. Trend Move responded and said, no, I'm using what you guys use on your advertisement. I don't know what it's called, but basically on their Instagram page. So she took the picture from their video when they was promoting the product, and they were trying to say that she used a weird filter that made the color look the way it did. So all of this stirred up controversy, you know, on Trend Move's page. Everybody responded and stuff like that. Eventually, Beauty Blender, after some time, apologized to Trend Move, but the damage is already done. Okay, so I personally think it was very unprofessional of Beauty Blender to hop on Trend Move's Instagram. If you don't know who Trend Move is, she's a beautiful woman who gives us all this makeup news every single day. I mean daily. She gives us the tea or when all these new products is gonna come out, and she's so nice. So I just felt like it was very unprofessional of Beauty Blender to come out and say something like that. If they wanted to find out whether she used a weird filter, as they call it, you could have just easily just asked her, but not in front of the world to see, because it just stirred up a whole bunch of controversy. So that just leads me to wonder, like, was it their intention to stir up this controversy? Because it does seem like a lot of times when brands don't have a full shade range, it just brings this controversy to the brand. And nowadays any controversy is like good controversy, so maybe they looked at it as being good controversy and bringing buzz to the product. But in my opinion, when you shouldn't want controversy regarding people's skin tones and people not be able to find their match to their foundation, because it's not fun and it's not something to play around with. Okay, so here today in my video, we are going to put this foundation on. There's claims that it's a 24-hour wear for the foundation. I am not testing this foundation for 24 hours. This has not been released in Sephora yet. The release in Sephora will be August 10th. Alright, so I'm gonna see today whether I can find my shade. Sometimes it's a little hard for me to find my shade. We're going to do some swatches on all 3 of these and get down to the bottom of it. Normally when I'm filming a brand or tutorial, most of the time like I use like most of the products from that brand. This product was basically intended to use with the beauty blender, but today I am using it with a brush. Most of my beauty blenders, my puppy eat them anyway. Can I have my beauty blender, please? Can I have my beauty blender, please? Give me the toy. Give me the toy. Give me the toy. Give me the toy. And beauty blenders are very expensive. The original beauty blender is $20. You can get dupes from Walmart that works just as well. Anyway, I want to test this product out with a makeup brush and see how it works. So today I will be using the Luxie 538 flat angle brush, and I love flat angle brushes because they do have like a curve to them and it helps sculpt to your face. So I really like using these brushes when it comes to my foundation. So we're going to see how the finish looks with this brush. This shade is 4.1 and I'm just going to swatch it for you guys on my hand. Okay, so this is 4.1, and then I'm going to get 4.2 for you guys, and I'm going to be using like a different finger to swatch this. I'm not going to take that much like I did. So this is 4.2. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit more. Okay, so this is 4.2. Now I'm going to be swatching 4.4. Okay, these are the swatches. So we have 4.1, 4.2, and 4.4. So on the Sephora website, it says that this 4.2 right here is a yellow undertone. As we can see, it is not, it is orange. And the 4.3, which I skipped, 4.3 they said it has a red undertone, which is too much for me. I'm a yellow undertone or golden undertone, so that's why like I skipped 4.3 and didn't get that one. Trying to pick out my shade was very difficult. It's already difficult trying to pick out your foundation shade online, so I basically was trying to go with what it was saying on the Sephora app or the website where beauty blender is being sold. So 4.1, it says it has deep cool olive tones. The olive tones is okay, but it's not really that deep. 4.2 says it's deep with warm undertones, and that's not really warm undertones. I'm gonna spread it out so you can see what it looks like on my hand. And then 4.3 is warm with red undertones, and then 4.4 is deep with neutral undertones. So this is 4.1. Just gonna spread this out and see if it's okay. So people test their foundations different ways. Some people test it on their hand. Growing up, my grandma always told me to test my foundation on my hand. Sometimes it works. It used to work. My face does not match my neck. My face is a little bit darker. Sometimes I swatch it on my hand, and then sometimes I like to swatch it on my face. So I also will be swatching it on my face, but I just wanted to show you guys the undertone. So for 4.2, it is like a little on the red side. I don't know if you could see that, but we're also going to do it on my face. So 4.2 is a little red, which it says is supposed to have a yellow undertone. And 4.4 is very like dark, so we can see that we're missing like a whole bunch of shades in between, so a lot of people is not going to be able to find their shade. So this is 4.1, and as we can see, like 4.1 is like too light for me. So now this is 4.2. I'm just gonna put this on my chin and try to blend this out. So this is 4.2. And 4.2 was supposed to have a yellow undertone, and it actually has like this orangey red undertone. So when people were saying the shades is orange or they look orange, Beauty Blender, do not blame the filter. It is the foundation shades. The foundation shades are not a match for the darker, deeper skin tones. As you can see, the downside to these packages is that you're gonna have to constantly clean this. They say you could like dip the beauty blender and it's supposed to clean it all off, but there's gonna be times that you don't want to use the beauty blender. Okay, so I'm gonna start on this side. Okay, like as I could see so far, like it is really nice as far as like the finish is a nice foundation. For those like that's still interested in the foundation, I am here to review the product, not only to spill the tea but also to let you know like how this product is, or what I think about the product. And it does provide like a nice finish, and I could tell like it would really work well with the beauty blender. So as we can see, like this foundation is like way too light. I'm gonna add a little bit of the 4.4 just to make it work, so I could be able to like go outside and be presentable. What you think, babe? Think
very light.
he said very light. So he sounds angry. He's like very light. Like this is crazy. Alright, this is 4.4. I'm gonna mix in 4.4. And the reason why I'm mixing in 4.4 is because all the other shades, the undertones, is way too red, and it's just not gonna work for me. So I'm just taking 4.4 and just blending it at the base and around the perimeter of my face, just to bring back some color. 4.4 is a little bit on the deep side. Is missing the mark, just a smidge, just a little bit too deep. So I'm gonna continue to blend that 4.4, and you guys can also like leave in the comments and let me know what you think about this foundation, or think about this video so far. I'm just gonna blend in a little bit more of that 4.4. Just to bring some color back to my skin. It does have like a nice finish. It's supposed to have like a velvet finish to the foundation. It's supposed to be full coverage, and everybody, I mean, this foundation, that, oh my god, wait, this foundation, for those who can find their shade, are getting great reviews as far as like they love the way it looks, they love the finish. But a lot of people is very upset, not only women of color or people of color, but a lot of people are like very upset because they feel like it's not fair that they have a shade and then, you know, somebody else doesn't have a shade. I am not here for mixing foundations. I'm not gonna sit here and spend $80 for a company where my shade was an afterthought. Alright, so I'm gonna continue to spill this tea as I finish up my makeup look. I am also taking Fenty, where you can find your shade. I'm gonna take Sangria Sunset and use it as a blush. I'm taking Charlotte Tilbury's Gold Bar. This is the first Gold Bar that released. Now she has 3, and I'm taking this and putting this as my highlighter. And this brush that I'm using is from Luxie 540. It's a fan brush. I am taking JD Cosmetics. This is their lip gloss. This is a black owned brand, and this is in the color Girl. I'm also taking I Dare You from Too Faced new Melted Matte Metallic liquid lipsticks, just to put this on the outer corner of my lips. And you also can find your shade in Too Faced. Not only was there a lack of the deeper shades, there was also a lack of the fair shades. So I did a little researching. Creator and CEO of Beauty Blender, her name is Rianne Silva. She is a Latino woman, and on her Instagram page she said that she wanted to create more medium shades because it was hard for her to find those shades to match her. But in the process of that, she left out all the deeper shades. And what I don't understand, that there are Latino women that come in all types of shades, deeper shades. And she also said that she wanted to make something that's inclusive. And this foundation, as you can see from my video today, is lacking a lot of shades. Okay, so I'm just gonna read what she said on her Instagram page. As a proud Latina and professional makeup artist, I have spent the last decade dreaming about launching my own foundation. Today that day was born. I am on cloud 9. This collection means the world to me. I want to honor all the wonderful people in my life and give them a formula that makes them feel beautiful. And it makes them feel beautiful. And this will because there's nothing else like this foundation out there. Inclusive because I'm skipping a couple of things that she said. Inclusivity is not a buzzword to me, it is my life. So yeah, so basically there is a big shade range of the medium tones. They said they had 7 deep shades, 7 medium shades, 7 light shades, and 7 fair shades. So as we can see, the 7 deep shades is really not there. As we can see, this foundation was not inclusive. It was missing a lot of shades. The undertones was very off. There still is a lot of work to do in 2018, and there's a whole bunch of other brands where there's a lack in darker shades and deeper shades, and brands are starting to become more aware and making their brand more inclusive. You're gonna have a foundation that's meant for people, and that's meant for people of the world. It needs to be inclusive. Not only just medium shades, it needs to be all shades. Everybody should be able to find their shade and not feel some type of way that they can't find my shade, because what is a skin color? It's just a skin color. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.